I'm not sure a story about poo needs a moral. Duh.
1, 2, 3, poo.
Wait.
I've not watched The Apprentice in a long time. You've told me that it gets better. Couldn't get worse.
I don't know.
No.
This is The Apprentice. My name's Mark. Grab yourself a drink, grab yourself a snack, and let's watch.
Previously on The Apprentice.
I'm sending you to Hong Kong.
I'm going to skip the recap. I don't need to know what happened. I can barely remember who people are. In fact, editing the last one is my only frame of reference. I can't believe Georgina's gone. I think we were robbed in many ways. I think someone said that in the comments, and they're absolutely right. We were robbed. She was awful, but like, so what?
That's what I watch this show for.
And thank you to all those who reminded me why we watch this show, because it is god awful. That's why we watch it. We do not go to the moon because it is easy, but because it is hard. And in the same vein, we watch The Apprentice not because it is good, but because it is bad.
Honda! I do not want to be back in that boardroom because I will throw someone under the bus, I'm telling you now.
Why would you admit that? You've got to keep that on the down low.
Mate, I don't lose.
The Paddington Bear Experience.
We should begin.
Where's Lord Sugar? Where is he? He's not there. This is the second episode. He got himself flown out to Hong Kong because he needed to be there. He didn't. I still stand by that. He did not need to be there. And I'm sorry, he can't be asked to show up to the Paddington Bear Experience, which, let's face it, is probably one of the best things this country has to offer. And instead he sends Karen and Tim to... Lazy.
Once upon a time, there was a very clever businessman.
Not Alan, then.
Step closer to living happily ever after.
Second time this series has alluded to dying if you lose. I'm getting bad vibes. I think... I don't know where I'm going with that bit.
All right, cheers for that.
Pick one of the boys.
Levi.
He's got the best genes.
I personally would like to nominate myself to be PM. I've got a 4-year-old child.
Yep. I would like to just add something. I think I've got some great ideas which I'd like to share with the team.
No. I don't even know why I'm getting invested. The boys are going to lose. Surely. Kieran said he can't lose, so he's going to lose. But, I would project manager, I've got some good ideas. Okay, just share them in the brainstorm then. Just tell us the ideas if they're really good, and we'll take them. Not I have to be PM over someone who has a child in the age range, who knows the target market. He's obviously going to get chosen as well. He will get chosen.
For Marcus, put your hands up.
Oh, cut that error out.
No, I don't think I will.
I've got 5 children, all being in that age range. I mean, I have personal experience of a written book which were a giraffe, and it's been a major hit.
So seriously, she's written one of these books before? Feels a bit unfair.
He's on a spaceship and his whole end goal is basically to have a poo.
Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
This toilet's too big. This toilet's too small.
Yeah.
This toilet is just right.
I'd like to have an intelligent comment for this flushed away story. I don't think I do. I mean, I found poo jokes quite funny. In fact,
I still find poo jokes quite funny.
Could be a book about starting school, about being nervous.
About a zebra.
The main character, which could be a zebra.
Does the zebra do zebra-like things in a safari? Call into
Children
the
were going to
safari.
school.
Yeah, I think it's a great story, guys.
is it a great story? I wouldn't go as far to say it's a great story. I probably wouldn't even go as far as say it's a good story. I'm not even convinced it's a story. But that aside, 2 very conflicting themes there. One about a child and one about a zebra. And they're just gonna... Sorry, that's a fart joke.
In terms of sub-team leader, Kieran, because you did put yourself forward earlier.
Yeah, happy.
Your rationale behind that, I mean, does he have a design agency?
No, he put himself forward as project manager earlier. He just said that.
How stupid is she?
I do have a design agency.
Just respect the decision.
Yeah, I do have a few concerns.
Dan strikes me as a smarmy little git. That being said, I think he's right.
We're a team, and we're going to win it as a team, okay?
Or you're going to lose it as a team. I guess those are the 2 options.
This isn't about creating a sales pipeline, it's about creating a sales poop line.
No. 1, 2, 3, poo.
1, 2, 3, poo.
I was thinking something along the lines of Zabori.
Zabori? More like Zaboring.
Just leave that to hang, like the bad fart it is.
Okay, let's get some colour on. So, please can we have...
Sorry.
Suit
Sorry.
silver.
Everyone stop a minute.
Shush. Everyone stop a minute. Everyone stop. Everyone fucking stop. I haven't finished thinking yet.
Please, can we get some colour on the body?
We are actually very close to 1,000 subscribers. So if you enjoy these videos, please do give me a subscribe. When we go to 1,000 subscribers, we're going to watch the Christmas special of The Apprentice.
Naughty, get nice.
If I can get my hands on one of Phil's pies.
Is suit orange?
Being in prison.
But 4 and 6-year-olds aren't going to know what people wear in prison.
It's also the colour that some cosmonauts wear, astronauts. One of them definitely wears orange, I think. Definitely, I think.
Let's go outrageous on the colour for the flag. So what about green?
I'm not sure if green might be too contrasting.
Right, so can we make the flag green?
Is there a problem with it being green? Yeah, I do. Okay, cool.
Green it is.
Fantastic. Green. Let's just go green.
Great.
That's what we want. That's what we all want. We want green. You know, contrast looks fucking dreadful, but...
Everyone loves green.
He really needs a poo.
Yeah,
perfect. Exclamation mark.
Yeah.
Exclamation mark.
Or like, hi, Roo.
Yeah.
Can I do a poo in your loo?
It's not funny. It's not.
I'm the project manager. Can't keep interrupting because we've got to get it down on paper.
She's right, but she comes across like a
Prick. There's a word. Right, sorry.
While the girls zero in on their zebra.
You know what? That doesn't look bad. Doesn't look... No, you know what? I'd even go as far as say it looks good.
Here right now is the lack of conclusion.
Yeah.
So what's the conclusion of this story?
So
to hit our moral.
I'm not sure a story about poo needs a moral, needs a coherent ending. It's just a story about poo. You know, maybe I'm being unfair on these 4 to 6-year-olds, but I'm not sure they're going to write a thesis on, you know, what the conclusion of where I went to the toilet, or whatever this book's called, made sense.
So sort of brutal, straight to the point, and yeah, I didn't like that.
And no, I didn't like that. I don't know what joke I'm going to make there. Just done a bad impression of that poor woman, and now we're going to move on.
No, I didn't like that.
You're such a little fuck shit! He's made you look a right knob.
For the other team, creative differences.
Wait, hang on. Why is there no reference to gaining his stripes?
It's woeful.
It's crazy because like obviously they're doing this in a day, but why aren't they allowed to, like, I don't know, make edits to the text, given that they're going to do all the... Oh, I guess they're going to read it out, aren't they, the other team? So they can't change the text. Oh, I don't know. I think you just call them up, be like, by the way, guys, we're adding some bits about the stripes. We're sending you over the draft now. I don't know. Maybe I'm overcomplicating it or oversimplifying it, but production didn't need to make this impossible.
I guess.
Didn't Angel say she's literally written a book before?
The book that she wrote must have been a colouring book.
What a fucking line. Oh.
Must be a picture book.
Bam! Yeah, that's how bad your writing is. You couldn't write a fucking book. You could write a...
Picture book.
Ah! Get him, killer, get him.
Dan, can I leave you in charge of aliens?
Okay, so look, I've got an alien here, so...
Should we add a bit more detail into it? Not just a 2-second sketch?
Can we put a bit more time into it, please? Rather than some just 2-second sketch. Think about it a bit more. Put some fucking brain into it. Yeah.
Dan.
That's the image there.
Describe it to the gentleman.
Do you want me to describe it, or can you can look with your eyes?
Yeah, I can do it.
I'm not getting involved in your little turn throw. I can see it with my eyes. It's fine. Let's leave it there. These two are going to come to blows.
Would you like my green apple?
We're poo in your loo.
Dun, dun.
Something like that.
Oh, I'm so worried now that they're not going to find it funny. It's just me, a 26-year-old, finding it hilarious. It's not that funny, actually. Now I've done it.
Dun dun. We've missed like 2 or 3 of the pages out of the book.
Okay, that one I think is the one that we missed out.
That's yeah, no. I'm happy with my early prediction. The boy's going to lose. A litany of errors, and the fact I'm finding it as funny as I am, doesn't convince me that a 5-year-old is going to find it that funny.
Says the Bori.
That's sick. I really like that. That's cool. 3D printing, actually, you know, I quite like 3D printed stuff. I haven't got anything 3D printed, but I think it's cool. I think it's just kind of neat, you know. And I think that character they've made there, I think that was pretty neat too.
I just think they're neat.
Wow. My priority was to have a completed book.
There was whole illustrations and graphics that were missed.
You can sense a bit of friction in the sub-team. Dan, you're going to swap. I want to supervise you myself.
It's not him who needs supervising, to be honest. Like I said earlier, I think he's a smarmy git, but he doesn't need it.
Positive mindsets, let's go, because we need to do excellent today.
If the girl somehow throws away, I will be shocked, disappointed, and suspicious.
Okay.
They're not finding it as funny as I am.
Did you not find it very funny? No.
Do you want to hear it one more time?
No. Hey, the first time, and I thought it was fucking shit.
Why are these kids finding poo funny?
What's wrong with them? What is wrong with kids nowadays, right? What is wrong with them?
Am I so out of touch? No, it's the children who are wrong.
5-page essay in my inbox, first thing tomorrow morning, please. Worth 20 marks. Not 20 of me, obviously. Jesus Christ. No, where am I going? Land? Got to land. Got to land it at some point in this. Sorry, why do kids not find toilet humour funny? Why are they not laughing their heads off? It's not that funny. You know, it's not a peak of humour. It's not a with Mark TV video. That's fair. Fair response. Why do they not find poo funny anymore? How has social media ruined the kids already?
We had no real laughs in the room.
Just lie. Just say, yeah, they really, really enjoyed it. They're never going to know.
I don't even want to think about the negatives.
The whole point of consumer feedback is to get the negatives so we can work on the negatives and use it as positive.
So, lads, come on, we don't have enough time.
Sorry, did he just say, I don't want to think about negatives? Yes. I mean, normally I'm the one here saying, look, the project, the feedback bit is completely useless, and it is. But it is useful to go into the pitch knowing that your product is complete shit and that your consumers do not enjoy it at all. Not so you open with that, not so you go in and go, yeah, by the way, no one likes this product. It does give you a little bit of an opportunity to not look shell-shocked when someone says something.
Welcome. Story about a boy who's a zebra on his first day at school. That is fine.
He's a boy and he's a zebra and it's his first day at school.
And that's fine.
Was not how I'd anticipate this book being sold or billed as. It's not a compelling vision.
Other than the word poo, where's the funny in that book? Because we can't find it.
Other than the word poo, well, there you go. That's your problem. You've decided to go around the bit that makes it fun. You've gone, well, apart from the funny bit, what's the point? You've answered your own question.
All right then, funny boy. Make me laugh. Without
Other than the word poo.
Connor, I need you to go in and sweeten them up.
I couldn't find something in it where I was like, this is the main purpose and this is what makes this book individual.
The poo, obviously, the poo, that's what makes it individual.
It's really about bringing the words on the page to life.
I mean, before we go into that, perhaps consider maybe a smaller amount of units.
I think that's where Astro really comes into it.
I mean, obviously go back to my point, just a few units.
What is this PM doing? What is this PM doing? He's going to go home, I'm pretty sure, because I can't see the boys coming back from this now. What was the logic? Can you go and sweep them up? Yeah, I'll be like 3, maybe 4 seconds. And then I'm going to come in and say,
can we do a small order?
And then you can try and sweep them up a bit more. And then about a second later, I'll come in and say,
can we go back to my thing?
I was building the rapport, which takes time.
We don't have time.
Trying to steer a major sale, lorry driver Levi.
Lorry driver? I thought he was ex-fucking army. I guess he could be both, actually. You know, you can have a previous job and then a current job, can't you, Mark?
You'll be supporting us a lot. If we could just push to 100, we would really appreciate that, if the support to our book.
Please, 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 get me some more orders. It's really, really helping us. 10,000, please?
Can you explain this?
It honestly just looks like you've forgotten to build a page.
Draw and bring to life Astro on his adventure.
No, we didn't. We didn't forget. No. It's on purpose. It's so that the kids can feel it in themselves. Like I said, it's not. It's certainly not an accident. Okay, but don't deceive yourself with that.
Do you think it's something we may be able to try in
Like maybe
one or
50,000,
two
60,000?
stores?
How many?
Like, we could do like 50 to 60,000.
Yeah, let's start with a small figure.
50 or 60,000.
Yeah, start small. You know, let's not get too big for our beats. Let's not do 1 million straight off the bat. You know, I know you have reservations about the story, but like, you know, let's start small. Maybe
700,000
orders, and then we'll go from there. Yeah. Dickhead.
Will work for the back-to-school story for us. That's a big market for us.
About 1,200 units.
The girls are going to wipe the floor here.
If you'll pardon the pun.
And I'm quite concerned by the bang, bang, bang. It almost feels like he's been shot.
What kid is thinking, oh yeah, they didn't fall over, they must have been shot? To be honest, why there are 3 bangs is a fantastic question, and one I'd like to explore. You know, when someone falls over, there's typically 1 bang, maybe 2, not normally 3. You know, it's not 3 distinct points of impact. But that being said, I don't think a child would immediately think, well, how do they fall over 3 times? A gun.
I do sales for a living. I don't design books.
Sorry, you don't get to pick and choose what the fucking task is. You can't. I won't do anything till right at the end when they're doing the selling, because I'm bad doing the other bit. Like the whole it's a task. The whole task is the task. You get to pick and choose, Kieran.
Toilet humour is a huge thing.
Who as a word is funny, but that can't be your entire thing.
I think you'll find it can.
Actually.
I think you'll find it can.
330.
Fine.
Yes.
And our star man over here.
And some big numbers as well.
If he's their star man with 330, ooh, the boys have been absolutely demolished. A bit like Astro demolished Doo-Doo Land.
If we do lose the task, I will tactically bring in the right people in order to save myself.
Well, let's hope the girls win then.
Right. You were really disappointed, rightfully so, in the last task, and I felt as though I'll put myself forward to actually showcase what a proper project manager should be.
Close encounters of the turd kind. A couple of blank pages. What went wrong there?
That's to fill in yourself, Alan. Yeah? Fucking think about it. It's obvious. It's definitely not left by accident.
We knew we couldn't polish a turd, but at the same time we knew...
That's good. That's good.
And did I hear you say you'd written a book? The school had written a book, yeah, for children, yeah.
I thought she wrote the book.
You said you wrote the book. You said you wrote the book.
The school had written a book.
The school.
Not her. She definitely claims she'd written the book.
The people I volunteer with, they wrote a book, but like...
I wrote a book. I used to work for university. I've written lots of books. Thousands, in fact. Thousands and thousands of books and research papers. I've written them all. Now, I'm not credited.
Weird.
But have written them in a broad sense.
Zabori being a funny-looking zebra.
A zebra in witness protection, I think.
It looks like a zebra. What's the joke there?
Bang, bang, bang. Zabori fell over his laces.
Okay, it does kind of sound a bit more like a shooting now, doesn't it?
You fluffed your lines. Didn't you fluff your lines a bit?
Oh, Alan, there was an easy joke there. You zebra... Okay, maybe there is an easy joke there. You zadonk... Okay. You know what, Alan, take it back. There isn't an easy line there. In fact, I'm not sure there's a line there, full stop, so my bad.
Tim, can you tell me how your team did with
419 units?
They did worse than the girls on one order.
2,855.
Off you go back to the house.
But where's the prize? There wasn't a prize last time. Where's the prize? That's the only reason I watch this show, is to find out about some of the more rubbish things going on in London that I could pay through the nose to experience. Where's the prize?
You won't all be living happily ever after.
You've made that joke. You made it at the start. You can't make the same joke again. Morning. Joey credit. Fuck off, please.
Hello.
Joey credit.
Fuck off, please. Hello. Hello.
JB credit, buck off, please.
Yeah, this is classic Mark, I'm afraid.
The problem here lies with the design. Ultimately, the failure of this task is down to Kieran.
Hate to break to you, mate. They didn't not buy it because it was not finished. They didn't buy it because the concept was apparently not very strong, which I'm surprised about because I'm still thinking, like, why do kids not like poo?
You write enough bullshit about the properties that you sell.
Yeah. Thanks, Karen, for the helpful little there. Really, really adding to it. I mean, if she was a commentary YouTuber, she would be, yeah.
That's for sure.
Lord Sugar, I would like to bring back Kieran and Dan.
Oh, yeah, no, Marcus is going home. Dan is definitely not going home. He was only trying to be helpful. And Kieran, the concept was a problem, not the drawing, not the empty page. There wasn't people like, oh, we'd love to order, but there's an empty page, so.
And the story was absolutely crap, to use their own word.
Very good, Karen. It was absolutely crap.
Because of the poo.
Could you ask Lord Sugar if I can go back in, please? Dan back home and bring in Priyash.
And all four of you be coming back in here.
They just seem very, very changing their own minds. Just stick with it, because I feel like now you kind of undermined yourself. I think you probably realise he's the only person for the story team, and he's really f***ed it because the story was wank.
I'm a good seller.
You weren't a good seller, he didn't sell anything, but go on.
But
I'm a good seller. No, you're not. You didn't sell anything, but go on. Keep digging yourself a grave.
you act like on a high ego, so you treat people beneath
Last week.
you. I think so, and I think Dan would agree.
I think he has, yeah.
Yeah, I think so, and I think he'll agree. Yeah, I do actually. Yeah. He has been a bit of an arrogant cock. That's how I describe him.
You're sat there still arguing. Your story's great. Where's the story team?
Again, I am the one from the story team that's here. So
Okay, listen, I think...
Ooh, that's going to come back to bite. I'm the one from the story team. Yeah, Marcus, correct. And maybe you see where this is going.
Marcus, you're fired.
Thank you, Marshall.
Marcus, you're fired. Yeah.
Obviously.
It's been telegraphed from the start.
The boys are so cocky. What's all this big man energy, all this personality, and then in a boardroom they write about poo?
Too good for the poo, are we?
Whoa, big man energy. Hate to break to you, us big men, which I think it's fair to say I'm in. We think poo's funny, yeah. I've spent so much time talking about poo in this episode. I think it reflects badly on me. I don't find poo that funny.
And I tried.
Comment down below if you thought that maybe poo would make a 4-year-old laugh. Leave a like if you enjoy, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.